All right, guys, we're back and nandito po tayo, live po tayo. Kasama natin si Vice Consul Andrea Caimo, and she is, I guess, one of the hardest working officers in the Philippine consulate today. So aside from welcoming you, Andrea, I also want to wish you a very happy Independence Day. And very excited to talk about our Filipino Food Week this year. So welcome, Vice Consul Andrea Caimo.
Maraming salamat, Allan, and happy Independence Day to you and to all our listeners at KNDI.
Yes, thank you so much. So, ang nabalitaan ko, many changes for this year's Filipino Food Week. Can you please tell our listeners what we can expect this year?
That's right. So, kung maalala nyo last year, we had this event wherein we asked different restaurants here in Hawaii to feature Filipino food in their restaurants. Maraming mga restaurants that participate not only Filipino restaurants, but we also have the likes of Chef Shai, Merryman, Stage, Eating House. These are non-Filipino restaurants that provided a treat for us by offering Filipino food during our food week last year. Unfortunately, COVID happened and we couldn't do the same kind of food promotion for this year. That's why we decided to do an online version of Filipino Food Week. So instead of people going to the restaurants to try Filipino food, what we're going to do is we're going to be bringing the food to them via the internet. We've tapped our network of Filipino chefs and also home cooks to provide tutorials on how to make Filipino food. And this is really exciting for us because it's not something that we've done before. We haven't done any content or we have not created cooking tutorials before, but we're glad for the support of the various chefs that we have. Kahit even though it's everyone's busy, everything's they may be preoccupied because of COVID, they still manage to submit a cooking tutorial so for our audience to see this Filipino food.
So you mean to say, hindi natin matitikman, pero may experience natin ang Filipino food presentation. Is that what you mean, Andrea?
Yeah, so actually you can experience it by doing what you learn in the tutorial in your own home. So that's our goal. We want you to be cooking Filipino food, and we are tapping our chefs to share their secret recipes to you so you can do what they do at their restaurants in your own home.
Oh, so you mean to say that the chefs will have a presentation and they will share their recipes for Filipino food? Yung ba ang mangyayari?
Yes. We got submissions from various chefs kung saan pagkita nila paano ba i-prepare yung favorite Filipino nila, how do you cook it, what are the ingredients that you will need to buy in order to make that dish. So it's gonna be a good one because you don't see a lot of Filipino cooking tutorials featuring Hawaii chefs. Yeah, this is exciting for us because we get to see them how they do it in their own home.
Okay, so matitikman din pala natin kung susunod tayo sa recipe at kung anong ginagawa ng mga chef, matitikman talaga natin yung Filipino dish.
That's right. So every day, for 7 days, that's for June 14 to June 20, we will be featuring yung mga chefs natin. We have different schedule. But at the start of the day, 7 o'clock, we we will be releasing the recipe for the day so that you will have time to go to the palengke, go to the market, buy the ingredients that you will need so that once you saw the video cooking tutorial of our chefs, you can follow it and do it at your home as well. So meron ka ng pang lunch and meron ka ng pang dinner.
Are these presentations live? Are we going to be able to talk to the? First of all, is it just going to be? Is it just going to be? Is it just going to be recipes, or are there going to be yung parang talk story or discussion? Pwede bang makausap yung mga chefs natin during these presentations?
What will happen is that the video cook tutorials are pre-recorded. So they've already submitted their cooking videos, but you could always ask them questions. So at the episodes, when we live stream the episode, you could put in your comments there, and we'll try our best to bring those questions to our chefs and get back to you. We actually plan to have like a finale with all the chefs together on the last day of June 20, so that viewers with questions can like ask the chefs directly during that finale live stream.
That's amazing, Andrea. What a nice concept. Is this all your idea?
Actually, it's a initiative of the different consulates and embassy around the U.S. and we're the pilot test. So we're like the first to do this online version of our Filipino food. So if you remember last year, there are other consulates like New York, our embassy in DC, Chicago. They also did their version of Filipino food. But now, because of COVID, everyone's encouraged to spin it off to an online version, and Hawaii will be the first to test it. So we're quite excited. It's not something that we've done before, but we feel this is very important, considering that it will, once you put it out in the internet, it's like there forever. So people could come back to it, watch it again, and then learn how to cook Filipino food. So the effect or the impact of it is it goes far beyond like the week. It goes beyond that. So that's why we're very happy that a lot of chefs participated and contributed their cooking tutorials for the rest of Hawaii.
That's amazing, Andrea. So, kung successful tayo, susunod ng lahat ng mga konsulado at mga embassy sa mga ginagawa natin dito sa Hawaii. Tama ba yun?
We hope that this could be the template for the food promotions in other areas. And kasi kailangan natin we need to be more out there. We have great chefs, we have great cuisine, and we gotta share it to the world. We gotta provide more content so that they could see what our cuisine is, how they can cook it at their home, and hopefully they'll do it and try it and fall in love with our food.
Okay, right now, Andrea, I'm showing on the screen, I don't know if you see it, but I'm showing some of your promos for the event. And I see that you have titles like The Evolution of Sari Sari. And I think that would be with Manong Tante from Maui. Is that correct? Are there going to be, which other chefs can we expect to see during this Filipino Food Week?
So we have like a theme for day. Maybe I'll discuss the theme, and then we could go into who's going to be sharing for that day. So for our first day, this is going to be introduction to Filipino food, and our goal for this day is to give a little bit of information about our cuisine, especially to those who are experiencing it for the first time. We have a live stream at 11 a.m. with Chef Adam Tabora, the author of A Filipino Kitchen, Traditional Recipes with an Island Twist, and winner of Food Network's The Great Food Truck Race. So he will be discussing more about what is Filipino food in Hawaii. Because if you look at Filipino food here, you'll see that it's Filipino, but at the same time, it has an Hawaiian twist. So he's going to be discussing about how Hawaii's diverse culture has impacted Filipino local food. And so that's like a very interesting discussion. It's going
Actually,
to be
actually,
like,
Andrea, I have that. I have that Filipino kitchen book. Masasarap ang mga recipe dyan.
diba?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ano siya, talagang it has a local flavor. The way we cook Filipino food here in Hawaii, it's like something different. And this conversation is our way to jumpstart the uh, the succeeding presentations throughout the week. At 3 o'clock, we will have our Palengke at Mercados feature, wherein we will be sharing to the audience what are the popular Filipino food and what are the ingredients you will need to cook them. So this is with partnership with Seafood City. So yung mga hindi pa masyadong familiar sa Filipino food, will give you a lowdown kung ano yung mga Filipino food that are popular. Of course, there's like a lot. So we're just going to be focusing kung ano yung mga madalas mong makita dito sa Hawaii. In the evening, we will have Chef Brian and Diana Grumion, and they'll be sharing their recipe of their peanut-free kare-kare. So
Nice.
it's like a different twist to our traditional kare-kare. That's like also good to watch. For our episode of June 15th, the theme of this is Filipino Fiesta. So we'll be delving on the culture of like communal gatherings, fiestas in the Philippines, and we will have presentations from Dr. Eva Washbone Walsh. Her presentation revolves around balon. Balon in Bisaya, in Tagalog or Filipino, is baon. And she's going to be discussing how the practice of like wrapping food using banana leaves is greatly practiced in like the provinces in the Philippines, and why it's a practice that we should carry on. And then we'll also have a presentation from Philip Lemoyne for pancit and lumpia. So ito yung mga mga type of dish na dinadala natin for like big gathering. So we're gonna be teaching people what Filipino recipes they could bring during parties with friends and family. And yung evening broadcast natin would be about kamayan. So we will go at Dana's restaurant and share to the viewers how we do kamayan. This is basically eating in a feast using your hands with food laid out on banana leaves. So that's something that we wanted to share, and hopefully our viewers would also try in their home at their next party.
Okay, so I just wanted to say I'm flashing some of the Filipino Food Week promos that you have, and I see the sharing the love for kare-kare peanut free, which is interesting, Andrea, because some people are allergic to peanuts, right? And I think doing an alternative type of recipe like this It's not only cutting edge, but I think it's very respectful for other people who may have those type of allergies to different kinds of foods.
That's why um, the contents that we are presenting are quite exciting kasi it's not your traditional it's not your traditional tutorial. Like for example, we have, as I've mentioned, a discussion about balon. Have you heard balon before?
Of course, yes. Bisayan yun, di ba?
Yeah, Visayan, but I haven't experienced it before. And when I heard someone was interested to do that, I was like, game on, we should have this. Because I think that we gotta highlight the different aspects of our culture. Our culture
Absolutely.
is so diverse,
Sure.
and this diversity is something that we wanted to highlight during this whole week of presentation. Like for June 16, we're gonna be having presentation from Chef Joey Makadangdang for his pinakbet. This is a traditional Ilocano dish that is well known here in Hawaii. And we also have a presentation by Chef Allan. And hers would be cooking, elevating Filipino food through deconstructing the palabok. So, yeah, like in terms, how do we present Filipino food in a different way that's like appealing visually? So hers would be about that. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting presentation. On June 17, it's going to be our trip to the Big Island. We're going to be watching food tutorial from Tantes, our Tante Urban, Chef Tante Urban would be doing the sari-sari. One thing about sari-sari is if you go to the Philippines, not a lot of people probably know what a sari-sari is. And the reason for that is because sari-sari is an evolution of pinakbets here in Hawaii. So it's like you can see here that Filipino food is not stagnant. It's actually evolving as people migrate to different places. Filipino food also evolves, and this is the theme for his presentation. At 3 p.m., we're gonna be having this one. I'm also very excited. We're gonna be having coffee talk conversations with one of our roaster from the Big Island and another one representing the Philippines. So they're like gonna be exchanging their beans, and they're gonna be sharing their thoughts about how coffee unites our communities in Hawaii and in the Philippines.
I love coffee. I just love coffee. That's excellent. That's excellent.
Yes.
Ray, I have a question. People were asking me because I have some friends who saw this promo, and they're asking, do do you do you need to be Filipino to be able to cook these foods, or is it in a format where anybody can follow and basically cook Filipino food?
That's exactly our goal. You don't have to be Filipino to be cooking Filipino dish. You could be anyone. And that's why our first episode, Brian and Diana, Brian is actually an American. So he's not Filipino, but he's cooking Filipino. We also have Chef Bane Tanabe. He's not Filipino, but he's cooking Filipino. So we also wanted to showcase that you don't have to be Filipino to love Filipino food.
That's
It's
great kasi
actually
yeah, people were thinking, oh, is it Filipino? I mean, kailangan ba Filipino ka para makasabay ka? I said, no, you don't have to be
no.
Filipino. You just but the way I saw it, because it looks like and then yung presentation kasi hindi yung parang traditional presentation. Actually, mukhang parang 4-star presentation yung ibang ginagawa nila. So akala ng mga tao you have to be some kind of a chef to be able to follow. So it's good that these are non-Filipino chefs who can teach Filipino food to non-Filipinos.
Yeah. So it's like we always strive for a balance in terms of like choosing what to tap for this presentation, and yun yung messaging that we also wanted to bring out, that you don't have to be Filipino to cook Filipino.
Yes.
That's why we're here.
Oh, that's great.
That's why this program exists, for you to be able to know more about the cuisine, know more about the ingredients, and how you could prepare it for your next meal.
Okay, what other events can we expect? I saw that there may be some giveaways and things like that. Are you going to have special contests like that going on as well?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Maalala Mo Kaya.
Oh, come on, MMK classic.
Yeah. So remember, at the end of every episode, there's like a theme.
Yes.
So that's what's gonna happen during our episodes.
Okay.
So at the end of every episode, we're gonna be revealing the theme, and whoever guesses the theme correctly, the first one to guess it at our YouTube page will win a gift certificate from our vendors, from our featured vendors. So they get the chance to win gift certificate at Ube, at Magnolia, at Joey's Kitchen, at Dine, Short Meat Soy, and many more.
You mentioned Magnolia. Are you? Will you also be having desserts, like Filipino desserts?
Yes, we're gonna be having a feature on Halo Halo on Friday.
Nice. I love Halo Halo.
So marami, like there's like a lot of variety of content that we will be showcasing. We even have tutorial from kids. We have Ella and DJ. They're gonna be doing their version of Palitaw.
Nice.
So, and they're gonna be they're just like kids, like 15 and 8-year-old, and we hope that through their presentation it will inspire the mom and dads to teach their kids as well how to cook Filipino food.
I'm also thinking maybe yung mga matagal na hindi nakapunta sa Pilipinas, or maybe yung mga second or third generation na hindi sila masyadong marunong magluto ng Filipino food, pero they love Filipino food. I think it's an excellent way to educate, and at the same time bring those who maybe second generation back to their culture through food. Which I think is, really a great thing that you're doing, Andrea.
Yeah, like the last day, it's discussion about tradition. So we also have Rose Sherma discussing about the traditions of East in the Philippines, how it's tied to our religious beliefs. So may mga ganong aspect. It's
Galing.
like it's not just cooking tutorial. It's highlighting our culture. What is it in our culture that affects our cuisine and the way we consume our food? So this is what I feel is unique about our online event. It's not just a cooking tutorial, it's a way for you to learn about our culture and about the Philippines.
Well, I think it's very timely, Andrea, and also the overall topic and concept, and then also utilizing technology in the times of COVID, and the timing of it, because today is Independence Day, Araw ng Kalayaan ngayon, and I'm so just honored that you came on the show so we can launch this through at least KNDI and the listeners, starting next week. And what a way to encapsulate everything in an event that not only celebrates Filipino food, but Filipino culture, Filipino ingenuity, and Filipino innovation.
Yes, that's right. We really want this to be the celebration of our culture. We tied it closely to our June 12th celebration of Independence Day because we wanted everyone to know more about our culture and celebrate with us the founding of the Philippines as a country. So we hope that through our content, people will be inspired to learn more about the Philippines, go back to their roots, go back to the Philippines, or if they haven't been to the Philippines, try to go to the Philippines. Other than cooking tutorial, we also have videos. We also presenting videos about tourism in the Philippines. So it's also something that we hope viewers would appreciate.
Okay, Andrea. So, how can people learn more about the event? How can they get acclimated so that alam nila kung ano yung schedule, so that throughout the weeks pwede nilang sabihin, oh, I can attend this, I can attend that. Where can people go to get more information?
They can go to Facebook and Instagram and follow Filipino Week Hawaii. They can also subscribe to our YouTube page. Just search Filipino Food Week Hawaii. Especially if they wanted to win and join our Maalala Mo Kaya sort of contest. So you can subscribe and be part of the fun throughout Filipino food.
Okay, so people can go to they can search Filipino Food Week Hawaii, and they
Yes.
can also go to Facebook. They can also go to YouTube, subscribe, and I think on Instagram you can also search Filipino Food Week Hawaii, and you'll be able to see all yung mga pinapakita natin kanina. Yan lahat yun ay galing sa Instagram ng Filipino Food Week Hawaii.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of features on our Facebook, on our Instagram, that we will be sharing next week. So we hope that you follow the page and you watch our episodes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Again, mga kaibigan, gagang kakabsat, kasama po natin na si Apo Vice Consul Andrea Caimo from the Philippine Consulate, the organizer for this Filipino Food Week 2020. It's going to be going on June 14th through June 20 next week. This is all putting together everything from Independence Day all the way to celebrating our innovation, being innovators as Filipinos, and at the same time giving many people a chance to experience our culture online during these times, which is really cutting edge. And I want to congratulate you, Andrea, and of course the Philippine Consulate and all the partners and the participants in this event, and wish you nothing but success. And please come back on the program later on, and maybe you can give us an update after, so that we can see how well it went. And wish you nothing but the best in this project. And thank you for your time. And thank you for everything that you do for the Filipino people and promoting Filipino culture.
Salamat, Allan.
Yes.
Thank you. Mabuhay po. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas, mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Maraming salamat po. Okay, so that's Vice Consul Andrea Caimo, and thank you so much, Andrea. And that's it for me. Stay tuned for Through the Bible with J. Vernon McGee. Ito po si Allan Alvarez, nagpapaalam, nagpapasalamat, at nagsasabi na mabuhay ang Pilipino sa Hawaii. Thanks for giving me the heads up, Jordan. I didn't know that the sound was coming out. The sound was coming out. Okay. How was it?
What sound?
Jordan says the sound was coming out. Slipping out.
Okay.
Nawawalan yung sound. Nawawalan yung sound. You can turn it off now on the stereo. Wow. Shinare ng consulate mo. Hmm? Yeah, hindi tayo punta doon. Oh, it's coming this way, so it's not there. Yes. Okay. Thanks for letting me know that, Jordan. It's a good heads up. Yeah. Magwo-workout ba tayo, Mom? Okay.